So one of the big changes with the FRS3 is the inclusion of LEDs behind all of the buttons. These can be programmed in much more detail, and we'll go over that in a separate video. But for now, we're just going to go through the basics. So when you plug your controller in, as standard for when you get your FRS3, the buttons will all light up as in this pattern, this rainbow pattern. This is the standard. You'll have two profiles automatically in your FRS3. One that we've made specifically for your button layout, and one that's a test profile. And we'll go over adding more later. But as it should be, each button will light up with a random array of colors as you go. And when it goes back to neutral, it will just flash loads of different colors. As I said earlier, the switch on the front of the case will turn them off so that they don't draw power in a tournament situation, for example, or if they're just distracting or you don't want them, and turn it back on if you want them. You can change the brightness and the profile of the LEDs. Again, we'll go through profiles in a later video, but to get to the sort of menu of the LEDs themselves, you want to hold the left and right buttons at the same time. The P1, the K2, and the P3. So punch 1, kick 2, and punch 3. If you hold those down just for a couple of seconds, all of the LEDs will light up, and now you'll be able to change the profile. In order to change the brightness, the punch and kick 2s will cycle through a number of steps of brightness. So you can change that if you want to change the brightness yourself. And the P and K3s will change the profile. So as your standard, you'll get one and then you'll get another. And in this case, we have a third because we're using this as a demo unit. But you'll be able to switch between two. And once you're done setting either the brightness or setting your profiles, you just hit K1 to return to normal. So in this case, you can see I've picked one of the demo units. So a lot of LEDs are flashing, and there are additional LEDs that aren't in this button layout. This is just for us to be able to test all of the buttons and make sure that they work correctly. And then to change it back, enter that menu mode again, cycle through the profiles, and in this case the orange profile is the one that we have set to do everything, and just K1 to enter. And that'll give you the idea of the very basics of how to use the LEDs, changing the brightness and changing your profiles, and we'll show you how to change the profiles in a later video.